Hi, and welcome to the Word of the Week. This week's word is tempo. Now, we're talking this month about the music of life, and we talked about feel last week. And tempo this week, tempo, easy to think about, speed, the relative speed that you're doing something, the beat. So when we think about music, tempo is really, really crucial, and tempo and feel really work together. There's a story I've heard various times from different sources about the Count Basie band. Great band, and everyone wanted their tunes played by the Basie band, and there was a very famous arranger, composer by the name of Neil Hefti, who wrote this really nice tune, and he brings it into rehearse, and he has it written as kind of an up-tempo swing, kind of just cooking along like this, and Basie heard it, and he stopped him as he's rehearsing it with the band and says, no, we got to do it slower. So it went from being like this to right there, nice and slow, because he said that the chords were so beautiful and so lush that it needed space, it needed to breathe, it needed to have room to really resonate with people. And that song was a song called Little Darling, which is one of the classic tunes in the Basie library, and it just sits right there in the pocket, and it's great. And that's what we get when we mix the right tempo with the right feel. We get to be what we call in musicians speak in the pocket, right there in the groove. So the groove can require you to go fast, it can require you to go slow. The important thing is it's got to be right there where it needs to be when it needs to be. You see, for our lives, we have to do the same thing. There are times when we've got to step on the gas a little bit. We got to get moving. We got to get cooking. And when things are happening, that's the time, because you can't really sit back. When the season is right for things to happen, you got to move. But there's a time when you got to lay back too, where you just got to sit back and you just got to let things kind of smooth out and chill out. And there's nothing wrong with either time in our lives, because they're just part of the seasons, right? So we have to understand what's necessary, what's going to fit the groove, what's going to make our life be in the pocket. Because when we're in the pocket, when we have that perfect mixture of the tempo, the speed at which we do things, and the feel, when those two are married, that's when the magic happens. All right, so I encourage you, if you get a chance and you haven't heard it yet, check out on online on iTunes or on YouTube. I'm sure you're going to find somebody doing the tune Little Darling, and listen to it and listen to how amazing it sounds, and then just try to imagine what that would sound like if it was about 3 times as fast, and you'll see how tempo can make such a huge difference in what we're able to accomplish when we're able to accomplish it. Okay, hope you enjoyed this week's lesson. See you next time.